So I've been sitting here wondering what kind of game Isak is playing because nothing about what happened today makes sense. A couple news outlets just reported that Isak has told Newcastle he wants to leave. And I mean, that is not a shocking part because most of us expected him to leave Newcastle after last season. He had a very good season, and last two seasons too was pretty good. So we expected him to make the big move. The reason I'm confused is going into the summer transfer market, a lot of clubs needed a good striker, a world class striker. We had Arsenal needing a striker, Chelsea needing a striker, United needed a striker, but I mean, he's not going to go there because it's kind of a downgrade at this point. Leaving Newcastle, that's going to be playing Champions League to go into United. It's kind of a downgrade, so he wasn't going to go there anyway. So we won't add them. But then you have Liverpool also needing a striker, especially considering the fact that Diego Jota just passed. Rest in peace. So you have all these top-notch clubs needing a striker, and from that point, Newcastle's stance was, pretty clear. They're not willing to sell him, and at that point, he didn't say he wants to, leave because if he had said it, I think his contract would be expiring soon. So selling him at this time is probably the best thing. But he didn't say it. He waited for all the clubs that needed strikers to get strikers. And I would say he's probably the best striker, like the best striker that could be available in the market this summer because Haaland, no, I don't think any club can afford him because if Newcastle's asking for around 120 million for Isak, I mean, Haaland will be going for about 200 or probably 170 or around that, and there are not many clubs that need a striker that will be able to afford him. The only club that he would go to that would be an upgrade would be something like Barcelona, but they can't afford that at this moment. So being in City is better for him. So yeah, probably you're the hottest striker right now. So why would you wait for all the options you have to get like a striker and you're now announcing that you want to leave? That's why I'm thinking that maybe he wanted Liverpool alone. He wanted Newcastle to, negotiate with Liverpool alone because if not, then it's like Newcastle probably go for the club that can offer the most money. And Chelsea and Arsenal can probably offer more money than Liverpool. So maybe he waited for Arsenal and Chelsea to get their deals done, because when the Arsenal bought Joao Pedro and Delap, um, sorry, Chelsea bought Joao Pedro and Delap, Arsenal got Gyökeres, and even with the Gyökeres deal, they're kind of finding it hard to, agree to an amount. So it's very possible that, he knew that once those clubs have players that they want, they wouldn't look for someone like him who will cost about 120 million or so. It's very possible he wanted Newcastle to only negotiate with Liverpool, and now that he has announced it, when everyone has gotten the strikers that they want, and Liverpool has been reported to be interested in him, then it looks like that's what he wanted to me. But I'm just finding it hard to believe because at Chelsea and Arsenal, you could have gotten, better wages because Chelsea and Arsenal are known to pay more than Liverpool. So maybe he just wants to compete more, get the most out of his career and all that. But I still find it hard to believe that he let that chance go because you could have done Newcastle a favor for taking the bet on you. Because when he came from Sociedad, he wasn't so prolific as he is now. He was still up and coming, and they took the faith in you. They helped you out and all that. So you could have at least gotten them a good deal because at that point it would have been Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool who are competing, and obviously the highest bidder wins. But then now that it's only Liverpool who are interested, and Newcastle have seen that okay, this is the best time to sell him, then it looks like they won't be able to squeeze a lot out of Liverpool. They'll just maybe negotiate around 100 million, 110 million. I don't think it will get to the 120 million, to be honest. Maybe around that amount. But although I'm pretty sure Liverpool can afford Isak, or they are still going for him because look at the players they bought. They've bought Kekes. I don't know the amount they bought Kekes for, I've forgotten. But they bought Wirtz, who was almost around 100 million. Ekitike for around 100 million too. I think 90 something. And now they're going for Isak, who costs around 100 million. That is 300. Are they sure they will be within FFP? That's what I'm wondering. Isn't FFP going to catch them? Or because they haven't really bought players in the previous seasons? Is it going to like add up or something? Because they've really bought players. I haven't even added Frimpong to it, you know. And okay, that Valencia keeper, he was already there. I think he was already there, wasn't he? But they've bought players. Are they still in line with, if they buy Isak, will they still be in line with FFP? Let me know in the comments because I'm not really sure. I'm confused right now. But I'm wondering how they're still able to buy. Liverpool isn't known to spend this much. I bet Klopp is there. Like, so these guys could have spent this kind of money because they didn't play in Club World Cup too. You know, so I think Chelsea got about 80 something million from Club World Cup, but Liverpool didn't play in Club World Cup. So is it just a Premier League that is giving them this money? Because they didn't win any domestic trophy, they didn't win Champions League. So is it just Premier League that is giving them that kind of money? They haven't made any major sale either, or they haven't even made a sale at all, from what I know. Maybe only, I think Arnold was a free transfer too. So they haven't made any big sale or anything. So where is all the money from? How are they still interested in Isak when they have Ekitike, who they bought for 100 million? Ekitike is most likely a replacement for Diogo Jota, who passed. But then, how are they having this much money? It's just something I've been thinking about. It's a bit baffling. Like Liverpool, the whole Liverpool that are known to be misers in the transfer market. You know, they buy, they sell to buy. They don't just buy like that. It looks like of late they've been buying, you know, Darwin Nunez for about 100 million. And I'm wondering how that will work, which means they're going to really find a way to let him go because you can't have Nunez, Ekitike, and Isak in the same team. I don't think it's going to be healthy for the players. It means Nunez will just have his value like reducing and to come back to bite Liverpool because his value will drop, you know, when he's not getting minutes. It also reduces the value too. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think them going for Isak is a good thing even when they have a KTK? Do you think what Isak did is good? Let me know what you think, and you know, I'll see you in the next one.